Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolfpack is gathering and starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So NC State's offense will get the first swing of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football. And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous. Pocket starts to go. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack, even better if you get the ball. And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. The sweet feet buy a little time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Lindsey. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, NC State! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper shows how dangerous this passing game can be. 89 yards on the scoring toss. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Right back to the well. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Pulls and fired complete. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. A 1st down for the offense. Off the RPO, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Panthers. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. NC State going up tempo.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He'll do it himself. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The snap sets up the throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. They'll leave it with him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes a connection. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Open runway ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
NC State 14.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Going to try to get it himself. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The short hands. It's Lindsey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And now on first down after converting with the run. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Steps away to find some room. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
NC State 14.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Going up top on first down. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking to throw it. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Lindsey. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, NC State.
Good right down the boulevard. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, Let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Off play action on first down. He's going for the big play. Fires into traffic, picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Dugan. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. But a little time, lets it go. Wide open downfield. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. NC State quick to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he intercepts it. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Dalton. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Wide out in motion. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Leaves it with the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They give it to him again. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It is good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. At the 35, he's open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Makes his connection. Still on his feet at the 45. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Pitt right back to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab over the middle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Trying to get to it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Pitt. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Getting set for the point after. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Now on second down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. He wants to pass it on second down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Got it in the middle. It's Lindsey. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
For the offense.
And the Panthers are in the hurry up. He'll keep it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grabs it in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to UAB. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Tackled after picking up the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to pass it. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're bringing heat. Hauls it in. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Pitt pushing the pace. They keep attacking through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. They want to run it left here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the missed connection on third down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Turns it loose. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Snagged in the middle, it's Dalton. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete. Corralled and brought down by the defense. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
38, NC State, 30.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the returner will be brought down. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lindsey. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He's going to pass. Throwing right. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. NC State going up tempo. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown in the final minute. We're a 2-point conversion away from a tie.
Wow, unbelievable. This is crazy. Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Goes to the option. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.